I just felt inspired to speak a few just candid words this morning before we began, just in light of the recent tragedy that occurred in Connecticut. What events like that do for me, and I'm sure for you and other people, is that it really gives you pause to take a look at your life and what you're doing and how you may be able to be of more service and light and love in this world. And let's just, surround the families and the friends of all those that were lost. And also let's surround one of our own whose 28-year-old son was found dead this week, Scott Kimball. And we just love you and hold you in love and light and surround you in God's grace. And we're just so very, very sorry for your loss.
One thing that struck me here right away when I started attending back in the summer was that from week to week, Michael and Diane actually remembered my name, as well as other people here, remembered that they had met me before. And that was really nice and kind of different, considering that I had felt kind of invisible sometimes in other churches. And on top of that, the stuff they were saying up here made sense. It was clear that Michael and Diane put a lot of time and effort into writing cohesive and meaningful talks. And I like the fact that it really is so Music City. I'm a psychotherapist by trade, a Scrabble player, a maker of soup and cornbread. Wow, this is a real cornbread crowd, huh? Okay.
The profound truth that Jesus discovered and taught, that whatever is true of any person, of the reality of human nature, is a divine presence within. The answer to every question is within each person because we are within spirit, and spirit is an indivisible whole.
Love is here, like a rose growing up through the desert sand. Love is here, and just when it seems like we ain't got a prayer of a chance, a hand reaches out to a soul who is down, wipes away the tears. Love is here. Yeah, love is here.
There's a lot of prayers coming up for a guy on earth named George Bailey. We've got to help him. And so they decide to call for a particular angel, Clarence, to go help George. They say to Clarence, "Clarence, we need you to go to earth and help a guy named George Bailey." And Clarence replies, "What's wrong with George? Is he sick?" And God says, "No, worse. He's discouraged." Think about that. What does that mean, to be discouraged? It means that we've completely forgotten who we are. It means that we're thinking at a level where we can't see any possibility, any greater possibilities in our lives. Has anybody here ever forgotten who you are? We need to tune into a much higher frequency if we're going to receive that signal that we want to get. So this morning, we're going to call that higher frequency angelic help. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, believed that angels were not separate beings, but rather our higher self in operation. So we're going to look at what we call angelic assistance, those divine coincidences that happen in our lives, and they happen to show up just as we need them. A lot of times our own small thinking gets in the way of allowing that greater thinking to come in, right? Open yourself to the miraculous ways in which the divine can bring to you that which you need. And then step out of yourself into service, sacred service. And it's in the prayer and the service that you will find your wonderful life, your really, really wonderful life.
It's average folks like me and you, day to day just getting through with kindness and doing right. Well, that won't be on the news tonight, but it's out there all around us. If you can't see the love, you ain't